In our I Learn Through Play Toddler Workbook series, our workbook Transport Week 1, we have air transport. Now, a few fun things to do with a worksheet such as this is to firstly make your very own jet plane. You can fold it out of paper or carton or any piece of cut piece of paper you have. Then you can blow up a balloon, or you can first have the child attempt blowing the balloon up themselves. Make sure that it's a blue balloon, and then after you've blown it up, you can draw your very own globe onto the balloon. What you can then do is to take your airplane and tell the child, look, we are flying around the world right now. Or I'm flying to the right side of the world or the left side. And now we're flying over the world. What you can then do is in this week discuss other things to do with planes. For instance, which type of transport can I use to get overseas on this globe? Can I use a car? No, I can't go over the water with a car. Can I use an airplane? Yes, I can fly with my airplane over the sea. Then you can also ask the child, who is the nice person who's with us in the airplane when we go fly over the sea? It's the air hostess. Now, these are just a few fun examples what you can do to practically show the child the concept of flying and overseas and also the world. But remember to make it fun and interactive and on the level of your child's learning. So enjoy learning with your child. In our I Learn Through Play Toddler Workbook series, our workbook Transport Week 2, we have road transport. Now, a few fun things to do with a worksheet such as this is to first make your very own car. So you can take any box around the house, paste some wheels on it, and there you have your very own car. And then what you can do is you can ask the child to use the car to ride to the left and then to drive to the right. And if there is a pattern, for instance, as shown on this worksheet, have the child follow the shape of the pattern as on the worksheet. Then, of course, they can use finger paint to follow the pattern or use cotton buds. And then also they can use any object that can be bent to bend it into the shape as shown on the page. This is to help their fine motor skills. What you can also do is you can use chalk to draw the pattern big on the floor and then ask the child to either walk on the pattern, to again take their car and drive in the pattern, or to even, as shown with these scallops, to jump into each scallop. Now, these are just a few fun and interactive things to do with a worksheet such as this, but remember to make it on the level of your child's learning. So enjoy learning with your child. In our I Learn Through Play Toddler Workbook series, our workbook Transport Week 3, we have railroad transport. Now, a few fun things to do with a worksheet such as this is to make your very own train. And not just any train, a numbered train. Now, what you can do is to take a picture such as this and trace it or cut it out, and then any shapes you found throughout any of your workbooks, and trace them, cut them out, make holes in them, and there you have a train that you can use a piece of string to thread through and then to write numbers on and have the child count the train's compartments. So you can ask the child, this train that we thread through, how many cars are there? There's 1, 2, 3. Now, these threading of the string through the cars you make of the train helps to practice their fine motor skills. These muscle exercises then helps later to help the child when they need to start writing and to hold their pencils. But remember, all of this should be made fun and interactive and on the level of your child's learning. So enjoy learning with your child. In our I Learn Through Play Toddler Workbook series, our Transport Workbook Week 4, we have water transport. Now, a few fun things to do for worksheets such as this is to make your very own sailboat. You can take a piece of paper or cardboard and fold your own little sailboat, and then have the child decorate it as they see fit. Then, when you're done making your sailboat, you can take a bucket of water and place your sailboat on top of the water to show the child that sailboats float. You teach them the concept of floating, and then you can also take something like a rock and throw it into the water to show them that something like this sinks. Then, with their sailboat, you can take a telescope or binoculars that you make yourself and let the child look through them at the boat on the water. Then what you can also do with objects such as this is you can have the child blow through it. They have to blow the boat in a direction through it, so and let them see how the boat moves across the water. What you can also do is to tie a piece of string to your little boat and have them pull the boat to the left and pull it to the right, and even have them pull it in a circle on top of the water. And you can also remember to just teach them about water safety. Are you allowed to be around the water when mommy or daddy or grown-ups around? No. And remember to never leave them unattended around bodies of water. But remember to make all of this fun and interactive and on the level of your child's learning. So enjoy learning with your child. I Learn Through Play is the perfect